It is Wednesday, August 19th, and this is CONCACAF VideoSignals. Today on VideoSignals, the CONCACAF Champions League group stage kicked off last night. We'll take a look at those games, see who's playing this evening, and preview tomorrow's matchups. Plus, we have the CONCACAF quiz. We start with the CONCACAF Champions League in Columbus, Ohio, as the Columbus Crew defeated 2009 CCL semifinalist Puerto Rico Islanders 2-0. Columbus made it 6 wins in a row in all competitions and its first in the Champions League. The home side dominated possession throughout and went ahead in the 57th minute through Steven Lenhart. Brian Carroll lofted a ball to the left side of the penalty area, where Chad Marshall sent a square ball through the goal box, and an unmarked Lenhart was there for the easy tap-in. Champion continued to push forward and added the insurance goal in the 78th when Eddie Gavin sprinted down the right side of the area, crossed a ball that Robbie Rogers tapped in from inside the 6-yard box. Mexican Clausura champion Pumas, which lost its opening 4 domestic league games, fielded an experimental lineup and posted a 1-0 win over Guatemala's Comunicaciones. Luis Fuentes side-volleyed a 71st-minute corner for the winner's second goal in all competitions this season. The victory was UNAM's 4th and 6th all-time CCL home games. Marathon scored a pair of goals in the final 7 minutes to defeat DC United 3-1 in the opening Group C game in San Pedro Sula. The home side went ahead in the 23rd minute when United defender Greg Janicki did not clear a Mauricio Sabion cross. The ball fell to Walter Martinez, who only had to guide it into the net. Luciano Emilio leveled the score in the 48th minute with a header that slipped just inside the left post. The Brazilian was left bloodied after clashing heads with Eric Norales. Jerry Palacios, the Honduran League's top scorer, got his first in this year's Champions League in the 78th minute. Mario Berrios added an insurance goal with an 87th minute penalty. Marathon is 3-0 all-time versus DC United in the CCL. There are 3 more Champions League games today. Houston Dynamo hosts Isidro Metapan. Pachuca visits Arabe Unido. And in Mexico City, Cruz Azul meets Saprissa. We previewed those games yesterday. Now let's take a look at tomorrow's matchups. At Manny Ramjon Stadium in Marabella, Trinidad, San Juan Gibraltar hosts Mexico's Toluca. Gibraltar currently sits in 4th place in the TNT Pro League and is unbeaten in 6 of its 8 home games, including 3 wins. Marvin Oliver is the player to watch. The 34-year-old was instrumental in getting his team to the group stage, scoring 2 goals in the preliminary round second leg 3-0 win over San Francisco. Toluca has 3 wins in its opening 4 domestic league games, including 1 away victory. Keep an eye on Nestor Calderon, who already has scored 4 league goals. Real Espana of Honduras welcomes Trinidad's W Connection to San Pedro Sula. Real Espana has opened the domestic season with 3 wins and 2 ties in 6 games, including a 3-2 victory over fellow CCL team Marathon this past weekend. Carlos Pavon, who scored all 3 goals against Marathon, is expected to be the dominant performer. He scored 3 goals in the CCL preliminary round against Liberia Mia. At 7, 5, and 3, W Connection sits in 5th place in the TNT Pro League and is unbeaten away from home. Despite the expected return of Jonathan Frias from a hamstring injury, keep a close eye on Andre Toussaint. The 27-year-old forward is a handful, as evidenced by his 2 goals at the New York Red Bulls in the opening round of the CCL. Now it is time for today's CONCACAF quiz. Yesterday, we asked if you can name the team for which Cruz Azul's Emmanuel Villa played in England. Thanks to all who responded. The correct answer is Derby County. For today's question, DC United forward Luciano Emilio has played club football in Honduras. Can you name one of his teams in the Central American nation? If you think you know the answer, please send an email to videosignals@concacaf.org by 12 p.m. New York time tomorrow. If you answer correctly, your name will be placed into a weekly draw. The winner will receive a prize from CONCACAF. Well, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us at VideoSignals, your source for CONCACAF News.